If I've told you guys this once, I've told you guys this 1,000 times. It appears that another creator is having another issue with Twitch. This truly is unfortunate. This guy is actually a close personal friend of mine, as well as my roommate, a great streamer on Genizad, and I did motivate this guy to multi-stream to YouTube and Kick, and I believe it's been going great so far, so I'm very happy about this. But he's going into the reasoning on why he wanted to start doing this. By the way, if you want to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Kick, and as well as follow Genizad on Kick, it'll be in the description. But it is a shame the downward spiral that Twitch continues to go, and yes, if you're watching this, I am still banned.
Twitch has been a giant piece of crap recently. And I say this as someone who honestly loves Twitch.
Same, of course. Old Twitch.
Obviously, I stream on Twitch every day. But even before that, I was a chatter. I would be on all sorts of people's streams. I still watch a lot of people's streams.
I will say, I always said that Genizad is a pretty good streamer, but he is the best chatter. Like, legit. When Jen is in your chat, bro is farming Omega Lols the entire fucking time, bro. He's so fucking funny.
So, I've seen both sides of the fence here. So, I really have enjoyed the platform over years of time. But recently, a lot of it's just become so unbearable. I wanted to make this video to talk about some of the issues I have with Twitch, and also just kind of where my life's been at recently, and where it's going to be going forward as well.
I swear to God, Genizad is New Age Kripparrian.
To the 4-win and 7-win breakpoints. Vanessa is a fantastic hero, just to farm up chests even in ranked mode. Pretty easy to play.
And Kripparrian is one of my favorite streamers of all time. I met him in real life back at Good Gamescom in like 2014, and I was so overwhelmed by meeting him, I got on my knees and cried as I held his hand, as I told him, Kripparrian, I watch you every day for breakfast, man. You're like a hero to me. Fast forward 5 years, he knows who I am. I go into his chat and I say, hey, you remember some weird fuck crying at you at Good Gamescom like 5 years ago? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, why? And I'm like, oh, that was me. And first of all, he said, but you're bald now. I used to have long, luscious hair, believe it or not. And he said, yeah, that was the weirdest fan interaction he ever had. Remembers it to this day. And you know what's crazy? Like 2 years after that happened, I go to TwitchCon San Diego. Somebody I meet gets on their knees, holds my hand, and cries, and tells me that I'm their favorite streamer. It was a full circle moment, man. It was a beautiful moment to share. And dude, I'll be real. I cannot believe that there are dumbasses out there who actually consider me their favorite streamer. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. You must enjoy watching paint dry. The bar for entertainment value that you appreciate that shit just must be at the goddamn floor. Like, Jesus, you're number 3? Yeah, that makes sense. I can understand somebody's top 10, but number 1, I mean, damn, bro. There's just like no way, man. There's just no way.
So, I started off watching Twitch for years. I wasn't really doing a lot with my life, and I eventually became a streamer, and I suppose you could say I'm still not doing anything with my life. I'm still a loser.
True.
Just now, I'm in the driver's.
But even though Genizad is a loser, guys, I fight for my friends, and this scrawny little pencil-neck dork, I got his ass to the gym. I am going to save this man's life.
Seat rather than the passenger. I've always really enjoyed the Twitch culture. I think it's the best chat experience.
You're the person who opened my eyes towards the hypocrisy and lies towards you?
YouTube's experience was really never all that great and never had good plugins or anything like that either. Obviously, 7TV is a big part of it, but I've always really enjoyed Twitch and interacting with different people, trolling chats, etc. But recently, Twitch has been getting worse and worse and worse. And it's not just recent, actually. It's been for a long time, really. And you might be thinking I'm talking about the whole Hassan and, like, politics and stuff. And that's a part of it. But realistically, Twitch has been having a lot of issues for a long, long time. It seems that every time there's a fork in the road, Twitch always takes the wrong option.
Yep.
So let's look back a little bit. So,
I mean, guys, let's be real. They're paywalling a feature that their competitors have for fucking free. And like, okay, they might be able to get away with it if they were the overlords, but like, brother, more people watch YouTube to watch streams than Twitch. So how are the up-and-comers putting in more predatory features than the company who could actually get away with adding predatory features? Like, it makes zero fucking sense.
So one example would be, do you remember the whole hot tub situation?
I do.
Well, that was a big deal, right? Where oh man,
Well, it was a big deal if you were a VTuber. If you're an OnlyFans girl, you got away with whatever.
should we allow the sexualization of people on the platform or not? Yes or no? Obviously, you probably lost sponsors off of that because they don't really want softcore pornography
Yeah.
on the platform. And they don't want to advertise their things right next to that. So that probably lost them a lot of sponsors, and eventually Twitch decided,
Yo, Chad, who is the #1 e-girl slut, like, of all time? I think the #1 of all time is ST Peach. I think she was a pioneer. I think she's the one who started it all, man. I think she's the one who spread the curse on this platform.
okay, we're going to add a special category just for the hot tub streams and all of that stuff. Well, guess what? Almost no one uses that category now. I checked that category yesterday. It had like 200 viewers as the highest stream.
Yep.
So Twitch was willing to die on that hill to allow that just for really nothing overall.
True.
Seems like a total waste. Then there's the whole political thing. You could include Asmongold with his stance on some politics, probably lost Twitch some sponsors.
I mean, I'll be real. Like, okay, people always bring this up. Does Asmon really have any, like, very strong political views? I really feel like he doesn't really make that many crazy takes. Like, he's maybe had, like, 2. You know, like, people say he's a far-right extremist. I would say he's a left-leaning centralist. You know, like, I really feel like, okay, yeah, the inferior culture one, that you know, that rubs some people the wrong way. And then, you know, the Holocaust one, that one freaked people out. Besides those 2, I really feel like he ain't be doing that much politicking. You know, he's just kind of like, oh, dude, look at that. Trump's funny. And that's pretty much it. By today's sensitive standards, yes. I mean, sure, I guess so. If you are far left, all of his takes are blasphemy. Yeah, it's also very true. Wasn't a take, it was more of a joke. Yeah, also very true. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, let's be real, guys. I mean, Donald Trump isn't a fucking president of America. He's the president of content. I guarantee you Hassan voted for Donald Trump just because he knew it would get him more viewers.
And now Hassan, with some of his stances, probably lost Twitch some sponsors. But also there's other issues other than just that, and other.
I mean, I'll be real, Genozad. You know, I mean, I'm gonna just call a spade here, man. You got to go in harder on Hassan. You have to, bro. You cannot in big 2025 talk like Asmon and Hassan are even remotely comparable. I mean, dude, one is so much worse. Like comparing the damage that both these streamers have done to the platform is like comparing the damage of a coughing baby versus a fucking nuclear bomb. Like, am I crazy here, guys?
Than sponsors. The Twitch mobile app, one of the biggest pieces of garbage I've ever seen in my life.
True.
It's so bad.
Dude, the mobile app of Twitch, what the fuck are they doing? Like, dude. Like, you play a clip, it only shows you the middle 33%. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, brother, put that shit in landscape. It's so bad. And then you'll go into streams and it'll play in the audio of another stream that you're not even watching. How did we fuck up this hard? Oh yeah, because they don't care. And I'll be real, Twitch's biggest blunder right now is enforcement of TOS and optimization of the mobile app. I think that's pretty fair to say. I think Kick's biggest issue right now is getting over the pre-existing negative PR from like 2 years ago, as well as not having Kick readily available across all platforms. I don't think they have an app on consoles. No console apps? Yeah. They don't have an Xbox One? Yeah. So like getting an app available on as many platforms as possible is going to net you a lot more viewers, right? But they do a great job of a smaller amount of streamers they have. They push the clips a lot harder, right? Like you always see the big clips of the platform. You see them all over Twitter. You see them all over Reddit. So they're doing a good job there.
The app was never good. But if you go on it now, it's just an insane amount of ads. It's just unbearable. It's so bad. And you don't even.
I mean, the fact that Twitch makes your viewers watch 6 minutes of ads every hour, that's baseline. Hassan runs 11 minutes an hour, which is insane. When I go back, I'm going to try to disable ads as much as possible because it's not like they're bringing us any money anyways. And I think I would rather lose $100 a stream rather than force 6,000 people to watch like what, 36 minutes after a 6-hour stream of some garbage ass ads.
Even get functionality for stuff like 7TV and some of these plugins in there, and Twitch just doesn't really seem to care. Recently, I heard that Twitch is going to be adding a rollback feature, so you can watch a stream and be like, oh, that was a cool moment, and you can just move backwards. So something that YouTube has had for years,
Yep.
right? And I think Kick even has.
They have it.
And they're deciding to finally add it. That's great.
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Kick, you can scrub the VOD, right? The other really good thing that Kick has is this little chat where all of your emotes that you use the most are right there at a fingertip. And so Kick's chat goes so fast because it's so easy to interact with anything that you want. Like it is actually so fucking good. So like Kick's chat moves at like warp speed nonstop because it's so good for emote spamming. And sometimes that's all people want to do. Straight up. It's so good.
Well, apparently, it's only going to be for channels you've subbed to. Wow. That's terrible.
Yep, you have to pay, what, with tax? $6 to be per channel for a feature that on every other platform is available for free. It is actually psychotic.
That's complete trash. You have to be subbed to have turbo to do it. So it's a paywalled feature? I don't really know what the hell they're thinking. But essentially, Twitch has been making all of these decisions that I haven't really been happy with.
Yep.
You know, as a viewer or as a streamer, it seemed pretty bad for me every single time. And now finally, what's making me make this video, and I suppose the final straw in a way, is starting this month, I'm making half the ad revenue I was making last month.
You want to know why that's even worse? Because Jen has been having a meteoric rise, and this month has been good for him, right? He's had a great fucking month, but his views are pretty much almost equal. So him having the same viewers, maybe a little less, maybe like 8% less, but losing 50% rev, that's insane. And the worst thing is, it's just because of Hassan. Like, it might be because of me as well. Okay, and also probably a little bit of Asmongold, but way worse for the other guy, right? Way worse for the other guy. I'll be real, all of my bad clips are in self-defense, to be completely honest. You cannot find me a bad clip that somebody else didn't cause. And you can say that I'm coping, but everybody knows the context of my clips, knows for a fact I do that shit in self-defense, brother. Okay? Hey, I never strike first, but I always strike back, and that's the goddamn truth.
Probably because of some of the things that have been going on recently on Twitch, I would assume. You can fill in the blanks if you want. But that issue is pretty big for me because I've been loving streaming on Twitch this whole time. And more recently, my stream has really been growing. I mean, I really have to thank everyone who's even watching this video because I've just been having a great time. By the end of the year, I was thinking, okay, I hope I could have at least 1,000 concurrents by the end of the year. That would be so cool. Maybe I could play more variety and all that kind of stuff. And we shot way past that in January. So I was like, well, damn, I guess we already completed it. So I really have.
A lot of people have said that Lucari and myself, Tectone, are the reason why Genizad blew up so much. It's just simply not true. Genizad blew up because he's a really fucking good streamer and a really good person and a really good friend. And he's a great entertainer. He is. He deserves and has all the success that he has earned. He has done so by himself.
I have to thank everyone who's been watching me or is even watching this video, whether you know me or not. It's been a great journey so far, and I've been loving every moment of it.
And he's ridiculously
But it's so
consistent.
sad to see Twitch
His content's not for everybody, but to those who he is, very good.
really going down this path. And it's not only about the money for me in this moment or something, about the like halved ad revenue. It's also about just the
Hey, for all y'all leaving to Asmon, just keep me up muted. Thanks, guys. Yeah, big W.
concerns me for the future as well, because Twitch keeps making these horrible decisions. And it feels like the platform's the Titanic. It just keeps sinking more and more and more. Realistically, if a platform like YouTube decided to actually go all in with streaming, it would just kill Twitch overnight, essentially. So I'm starting to be a little bit concerned by this. And more recently, a lot of streamers decided we're going to start multi-streaming, whether it's YouTube or now recently Kick. And I've always had not amazing feelings about Kick. I'm going to be real. Because the whole gambling aspect and stuff, and I know I play a lot of gacha games, but still, I've never really felt all that great about it. But the thing is, Kick has added some nice features, but more importantly, Twitch has gotten so bad recently that I'm kind of at the point where I just don't really see the difference between the two platforms, and it seems like Kick is actually making better decisions and things that are better for the content creators and even better for the chatters as well.
You know what's great? Here's one of my favorite things about Kick. You never get surprised when you're doing something that you're not supposed to do, because they have people to help the streamers understand what is allowed and what's not. And they'll say, hey, check your email real quick. And they say, you shouldn't be doing this, or you have this enabled when you shouldn't. Can you fix that, please, real quick? Thank you very much. Very easy communication. Nobody wants to break TOS intentionally. And if you are, you get a gentle reminder to say, hey, we don't want this type of shit on our platform. Can you please change it? It's really that easy.
Which is pretty mind-boggling. And when I think about it more, I get ads all the time when I'm watching people's streams for sports betting. And I just think, okay, well, at this point, that's just gambling too. So what's even the difference really between Kick and Twitch at this point? It's kind of absurd because I've never really been a huge fan of gambling. I think it's not an amazing thing overall, but
the gotcha gamer doesn't like gambling. Guys, who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him it's the same thing? Am I crazy here? Like, let's come on, guys. Come on. We're not going to die on this hill. It's the same thing. Well, and here's the thing. When you gamble in a gotcha game, you always lose. At least when you gamble in real life, you can at least win something. Right? So, like, honestly, which one is really more predatory when it comes down to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I crazy here?
I mean, what the hell is Twitch doing? It feels like every single thing they've ever stood for, they've just fallen down. And
here's what Twitch has on the competition. Amazon Prime drops. Sponsors are kind of more inclined to want you to stream on the purple platform, but they are also very open to streaming on YouTube. I'm going to let you guys know if sponsors are being cool with being done on Kick. Obviously, I have 12 sponsors in the next month to do. I already know they're going to let me do them on YouTube, but I'm curious if they'll let me do them on Kick. I will document that for you, and I'll let you guys know, and I'm going to make as much information as possible available to as many creators as possible for what they can expect when multi-streaming.
It's really a shame to see. So I'm thinking
they're getting rid of Prime subs. If they get rid of Prime subs, Twitch is dead. Straight up. That is the majority of every creator's revenue on that platform is Prime subs, unless you're a VTuber, and then it's gifted subs. But let's be real. Do y'all think Asmon's broke-ass audience is going to do anything other than Prime subs? Absolutely not.
I'm going to start multi-streaming probably on Kick today, probably starting on channel Genozod. I'm already partnered and everything all set up. I figure, hey, why not? I can start doing some anime watching streams or other fun stuff like that, because you can't really do that on Twitch, but Kick, I think you can get away with.
We ain't broke? Yeah, but let me rephrase that. Asmon Shed is very wise and frugal with their money, as they should be.
That kind of stuff, and I think that would be a hell of a lot of fun to do with everybody. I don't even know if I'm going to upload any of those reactions or anything, but I just think it would be super fun to be able to watch stuff with other people. And eventually, I think I'm also going to get set up on YouTube as well, because I think it's just worthwhile. I mean, there's no reason not to multi-stream. I'm someone who loves reading chat and interacting with people, and having more chats to interact with and having it all combined, it's probably just going to make it.
Okay. How apropos. I actually just got confirmation. So I had a sponsor to do today on Twitch, and the brand is absolutely A-okay with me doing it on Kick. Yeah, so actually, it's totally fine. So honestly, you're not really getting a downside on sponsors either. But that's just one. I'm going to let you guys know if I lose any of the 12 sponsors I have this month. So already, one does not care what platform it's on.
Make it more fun for me, honestly. More conversation and more enjoyment, more things to talk about. So I'm definitely thinking that starting today, I guess we're also going to be multi-streaming on Kick, because why not? I guess I'm going to be following the wave. I've never really been somebody who likes doing that, but honestly, I think it's smart, and I think there's a good reason why everybody's doing that right now.
I also peer pressured the fuck out of him. But the thing about Genozad is, he's not one to give in to peer pressure. He's one to give in to reason. And the way that I know that is, I've been trying to bully him into playing Pokemon Go, and he fucking refuses. However, I have successfully bullied him into going into the gym. And you want to know why? Because he knows it's good for him. And that's the same thing that he knows for multi-streaming.
All right. Now, this brings me to my next thing. I'm going to be doing more YouTube soon.
Great.
I've said this before, but now I actually have multiple people set up that are going to be helping me with this, and I'm going to be trying to upload a lot more content to YouTube, because
Good.
honestly, if you're not, it's stupid, right?
Yep.
I built my
Just
whole
dumb.
stream purely off of Twitch, which honestly I'm kind of proud of, because it's a
That's insane.
terrible time doing that.
Yes, it is.
Everyone should really start with YouTube if they're
Yep.
going to try and build a platform. But I started with Twitch, and well, we've made it here with very minimal help from YouTube overall. But I definitely want to focus a lot more effort on that now, because honestly, it's kind of stupid not to. Now, let's move on to the next thing. Big lifestyle change. I moved all the way down to Texas. Now I live with this horrible, bald piece of garbage, the worst man on the internet. Everyone hates his ass. Worst time of my life, worst decision. Went to the gym today, completely destroyed my entire body, but you know what? It's good for me. I want to get out more. I want to do more things. I want to live my life a little bit more. I've been a horrible shut-in, just streaming and being on the internet terminally for too many years now, and I think it's time to finally regain control of my life. And this goes for any of you guys watching the video too. If you feel the same way, you know what? You can definitely make that change. 100%. You just have to be willing to take.
I've got him out of the house almost every single fucking day, getting to the gym, meeting up with people, making new friends. He's been great, and everybody fucking loves this guy. When Genocide left the first time from Austin, everybody was like, dude, he needs to be back here immediately. Everybody loves this guy. Great conversationalist, great vibes.
Risks. If you get an opportunity of something and you think, oh, I don't know, maybe it won't work, why not? You may as well try it, right? As long as it's not something sketchy, right? But it's definitely worthwhile trying to make those changes. And this also ties in with the reason why I want to do multi-streaming too. It's like, well, why not? May as well try it. If it doesn't work, what do I lose, really? May as well make that decision. So I definitely think that more people should try and do that. Also, another thing, Theory of Restart comes out tomorrow. Huge game for someone like me who's
I'll
in
be
the
playing
Dota
that today.
space. As somebody who has somehow streamed over 8,000 hours of Epic 7. Well,
That's insane.
I'd say I have a decent amount of credentials for a game like a Theory Restart. That's
8,000 is just, that's
and I'm kind
retarded.
of excited to play that game. So I'm probably going to be playing a ton of that game.
I wonder
on
how people
stream, and
liked it.
probably even off stream to some degree. We'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully the game's good, but I'm not 100% sure how it's actually going to be going. But anyways, the core part of this video is Twitch has been really dropping the ball recently, and it's super disappointing to see that. I really wish that Twitch would just get it together, because
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
it's just so sad to see.
Yep.
As somebody who's always been on Twitch, it's so sad. Also,
It is.
sorry about that Discord message. That was definitely me. And, well, maybe the future is going to be other platforms. If you think about it,
It
in
is.
10 years, is Twitch still going to be on top?
No.
Is it going to be YouTube?
I think Twitch is going to be the least viewed streaming platform in the next 5 years. I genuinely do. There's just simply no fucking way, unless they change everything, that it's going to remain. There's just no way. But they got Kai Cenat. That's true. They do have Kai. That is very true. It's a great point, chat.
Hell, at this rate, is it going to be Kick? I mean, damn. All these platforms seem to be...
Kai is botted as fuck, though. Who isn't in 2025? Everybody's botted in 2025, guys. Let's just be fucking real.
on the rise, other than Twitch. Twitch seems to keep making bad decisions, and hell, who knows? Maybe someday I'm going to be full-time streaming on YouTube, or at this rate, Kick. But I think may as well multi-stream to everything. I really love Twitch, but man, they need to get it together, because it's just sad to see. I don't know who's making the decisions. I'm not sure if it's really the CEO, Dan Clancy, that has his fingers in everything, that's making every single decision, but...
The only place Dan got his fingers at is on his dick while he's jerking off to all these e-girls, brother. Let's be real. You want to know why these OnlyFans girls have been getting away with this shit for 5 years? Because Dan Clancy be gooning to that shit, bro. Like, I swear to God, he's a tier 3 sub to every OF girl on the fucking platform, bro. Let's be real.
The management of Twitch is just horrible. There's no other way to say it. They need to completely...
Mizkif has 23,000 viewers on Twitch and yet only 600 viewers on YouTube. I'm gonna need to see some proof on that, bro. I don't believe that at all. There's no fucking way that's real. There's no fucking way that's real.
We call the staff or the people making these decisions. They need to make it so the mobile app isn't a piece of garbage. They need to make it so the platform has a real terms of service that makes sense, because, I mean, me and lots of other people are scared of doing anything because it's like, well, are we going to get punished? Like, I don't even know if I'm going to get punished because this other guy didn't get punished, but it's against terms of service. But am I going to get punished a week? Am I going to get punished a month? Is it going to be a day? Or are they just going to warn me? Who knows? If they don't like you, they might just ban you. And all this stuff is so scary. So rather not really take some of those chances, and I'd rather diversify my assets, I suppose, and start multi-streaming and making more content and really taking more control of everything. So anyways, thanks a bunch for watching this video. Hopefully you guys will follow me along this journey. I really appreciate it.
We will. Follow Genozad. It's going to be in the description of the video. Great guy. And I'm telling you, to make change, I cannot do this myself. I need many other streamers. Encourage your other favorite streamers to try out multi-streaming. It's very important. If we want to make change, if we want what's best for the streamers and what's best for the consumers, this is what we need to do. Guys, it's fucking ridiculous that you as viewers are going to have to pay $6 a stream to use the rewind button. That is absurd. That is abhorrent. A complete malpractice, and a TOS that's so vague they can get away with anybody banning them for anything as they see fit. But for some reason, any far left streamer, any fucking lib, it gets away with everything. It is insane. Let's make a good space for the consumers and the streamers at the same time. And let's encourage multi-streaming and follow your streamers to your favorite platforms. Why would you ever have loyalty to a fucking corporation? It makes no sense. Have loyalty to streamers because we're your friends. Shut the fuck up. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all.